What's going on, everybody? I believe I'm live. Sure hope so. Been doing this 10 years. I should know when I'm live. What's going on? We are playing Madden 22 Fantasy Draft Franchise today with this Las Vegas Raiders team I drafted a couple weeks back. Content's been a little sparse these last few days, but we'll talk about that and get through some games today. Should be a pretty fun time. Looks like chat's starting to fill up now. What's going on, Money Man, Dolphin, Zachary? How's everyone's Sunday doing? Appreciate it, Trendy. Thank you. Day's been going pretty good. Pretty good. No complaints here. That's for sure. Kane, are you 29? If so, I might have to let you test free agency. Oh, man. Yep, time to move on. And it's only fitting, too, that as I get older and become, you know, a shell of my former self as a human being, that I'm playing as the Raiders, all right? This is the perfect team for me to be right now. Fantasy football stream during my third fantasy draft this year. Let's go. Let's go. It's fantasy week. The new preseason bye week is pretty sweet because it's just basically a fantasy bye week now. It's a safe time to do your draft. You get a whole like 7-10 days to knock it out. Plus Labor Day is involved too, so no excuses. You got to get your drafts in. Be careful for that -2 awareness. Yeah. Yeah, so I haven't had a lot of time to do the Rockies stuff lately. This week, there's going to be more Rockies coming up. Basically all moved in now, so can really settle in and get everything going. Been getting some stuff up on the second channel. The practice squad rebuild's going pretty well. Have the Real 5 rebuild there. And not a whole lot else these last couple of weeks, but I did work on getting that. If you watched today's video earlier on the second channel, I showed a clip from Arena Football. I have a PS2 emulator working. Games are running great on my PC. Finally doing some PC gaming. And it's just old PS2 stuff. And man, it looks so good compared to just regular on the platform. Oh, we sure are, Jamila. How you doing, man? Catch any college football this weekend? So I have been really busy this weekend, but I have been able to watch some. I caught some of the Clemson game yesterday. I watched the Minnesota-Ohio State game, which went better than I thought it would. And then I've had some highlights of some games on, but haven't really been able to sit down to just fully watch a bunch of games. Hopefully this week, though. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. We have a few super chats here. Happy birthday, Kane. Can't say it's... It's National Spoken Word Award Weekend, and I'm nominated for my 9th all-time. I'm not sure what that is exactly, but I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Hey, Kane, happy birthday. Can you tell me what team to use for my long-term Madden franchise? Thanks. Long term, I mean, I've been recommending the Panthers for a lot of people. I think the Panthers are a good team for like 2 to 4 years, and then I think you might have a super team if you do your draft right. So for a long term, I think a team like Philly with some of their older players and questions at quarterback, I think that's a really good team to kind of revamp over a few years. The Falcons are another one of those bird teams. But I think Philly's a really good team to trade away veterans for draft picks. So I recommend them for long term. And thank you, Unequipped, as well for the super chat. Appreciate that very much. We're going to play some more fantasy draft today. The update came out a few days ago. I haven't obviously streamed since then. I did play a little bit offline. Didn't notice a lot different there, and I usually don't. Happy birthday. Can't believe I've been watching since 2011. Basically raised me on YouTube. Yeah, I can't believe it's been that long either. It's not just you guys. I'm still like, wait a minute. A whole 10 years? Are we sure about that? Do we skip a couple in there? Philly it is. Let's go, Garrett. Love it. And that's a fun division. I mean, you're always going to have fun playing in that division regardless. So I think that Philly's a great fit there. Coach, we're approaching the end of the first quarter of the season. What more do you need out of Ryan Fitzpatrick? I need him to carry the team. We need Fitz at his absolute best here. And I played pretty badly in that last game I streamed, so we'll see how I like all Madden today. I know it was definitely tougher, so I'm hoping the AI quarterbacks don't go 90% complete, but we'll have to see. We got the Chargers up first today. Robert Woods coming back, so we'll have our number 2 receiving target at least. Oh, happy late birthday to you, Richard. Hope you're doing well. Notre Dame game tonight. Who do they play tonight? For some reason, I thought they played yesterday, but maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Are there some good games tonight? No, I haven't tried Matt 10 sliders yet, but I mean, I know how he builds slider sets, and we both view the game very similar with what we're trying to get out of the sliders and what we're looking for. So I will always recommend his stuff. Like, if you're going for more of a sim play style, he's definitely the one to go with, and he's very good at finding problems and solutions. Appreciate that, Ed. All Pro Football Days. We're going to revisit that game soon. It's a classic, and we got so many players that we could look to put in there. I can only do like 10 to 12, I think, at once with one team. But we can still have some fun with that. It's been something I've wanted to do now for over a year. And I do got to get better at, you know, when I want to get something done. Maybe don't take a year. That'd be pretty cool. I'm doing a Steelers franchise and I've started out 0-6 in sim. Yeah, that's a team that I think is going to be pretty brutal in simulation because the offensive line isn't great and Ben isn't highly rated. And that's kind of what I think ends up messing with the Vikings in their sim because Cousins isn't high rated and they have a bad O-line. And they've been bad, you know, in Madden simulated for so many years. But that defense, you got to win kind of low-scoring games with them. Really is, Ed. Gotta... You know, a couple of years ago, I realized with my backlog growing, like, the odds are that I'm not going to live long enough at my current rate to get through all the backlog I have of games. Like, I need to actually get stuff done more than once or twice a year. There's so many games I want to play. There's so many series I want to do. Are we having issues here with the stream at all? Are we dropping frames right now? Ooh, we did drop a few. Senior in high school here. Been watching since the 7th grade. Want to say thanks for helping me through some hard times. Wish you nothing but the best, Kane. Appreciate it, Joseph. Glad to help you out. Happy birthday, Kane. You're one of the GOAT of YouTube. Appreciate that. That one guy. Yeah, a little frame drop here. I hope that stabilizes. I really got to get hardwired in here. I have to break out my 100-footer. I kind of forgot to do that. But I actually should look forward to that because there's no easy way to fold up and store a 100-foot Ethernet cable. So it's just better that I have it hooked up to my setup anyway. Playing 2 games? That's the plan. I'm trying a 0 overall rebuild. Getting killed 123-0. 0 overall. How bad do the players have to be? They're not actually 0, are they? Have I ever wanted to be an actual sports commentator? Not really. I like what I do here, my own universe. It works for me. Big Dog, new member on the channel. Thank you very much. You figured it out. Good to see. Appreciate becoming a member. Every month I do a channel member live stream where if you're a member, you have access to that stream. I tend to talk about different plans for the channel in there. It's usually where I reveal plans, series, get my first opinions on some things. And lately, I've been taking those streams to get extra Rockies gameplay. So we talk about the channel a bit. They're smaller streams, so it's easier to get questions answered and everything. And as we get Henry into the secondary, we're getting extra Rockies gameplay lately. So that's been really fun. Almost all the stats are 0. So basically, after the first year, you'd replace everybody. UDFAs, whatever you can get. Oh boy. Fitz is going down. Bolt up, enabled. Wait, I thought the Chargers didn't have home field advantage. Are the Chargers, where are they playing this year? Or they're playing, of course, in, is it SoFi? Yeah, SoFi, that's right. For some reason, I was still thinking about the soccer stadium they were playing in. That was hilarious. Is there still a glitch where some stats don't change? If you're talking about the sim stats, those are still messed up for offline. I appreciate that, Flying Blind. Thank you very much. Got to get the ball out a lot quicker here. Like this. Give me that. Robert Woods. First down. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's the money throw. That was nice. Fitz still got it. Before I went live here, I got a couple more games on the. I was trying on the emulator. I was playing NFL 2K5. I streamed that last year for the very first time, and I wanted to play it again. Don't take it away. It's my birthday. Yes. I was playing NFL 2K5 in like 4K. Man, that was really fun. And by the way, I'm already a couple interceptions into my day. I played a game on 1-minute quarters to test it out, see how it ran. I threw 2 interceptions in that 4-minute game. Oh, they fixed that draft bug? Yeah, that haze or whatever. That was so annoying, and I'm not sure how that made it into the final build. Dude, I gotta get the ball out. My speed really slowing down today. I've seen some penalties, but it definitely feels like it's not enough. Like, I'm not seeing any face masks. Holding is super rare. I see the occasional, like, pass interference, which is cool and all, but do I think I'm going to find a good quarterback in the practice squad franchise? It's going to have to be somebody that I develop for a really long time. And I'm kind of starting that whole deal right now. Justin Tucker, 57 and through. Perfect. So, I'm going to have to get lucky with the development. I might have to get lucky with a breakout scenario, which they don't really happen super often for quarterbacks. They'll happen from time to time, but getting those triggered is really difficult. You need to make sure you can put up big stat lines to do that. And that part's difficult, so we'll see. Giving it my best shot. I see a lot of holding. Yeah, on occasion. And I talked about this in one of my recent streams. It might have been the member stream, but it's so weird how, like, we can be playing the same version of this game on the same system and run into completely separate issues. Some that I'll have that you don't see, and the other way around is true. Oh, come on! Over the top at the 24. Kendrick Bourne. I built up this secondary to get mossed by Kendrick Bourne. I like Kendrick Bourne, but he shouldn't be doing that. I really wonder what the Patriots are going to do with Kendrick Bourne, because to me, he fills that Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola, Wes Welker role, that just slot feeding target, you know, get a bunch of looks. And I'm excited to see that if that is his role. You know Aguilar is going to be the downfield guy after what he was doing in Vegas last year. Nice spinning catch. Yeah, are we still dropping some frames? I hope that it's not too bad. Pitch out to the right-hand side, and Aaron Jones. Not much there. All right, we have Jared Goff, the quarterback today, and he just threw a touchdown. Stephon Diggs caps it off, and the Chargers have taken the lead. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to be doing a main channel franchise this year. I'm leaning towards not. I'll probably have to test out like Mat 10 sliders and see where things are and how it plays. And if I think it's good enough, then that's when I would look to probably do a franchise. But if it doesn't work out like that, I'm okay working on some other stuff this year and spending more time on the Rockies, as baseball has become great for the channel this year, and the Rockies have brought a lot of I feel like fresh content to it. I am not getting the ball out quick enough. Nice spin there by Woods. I'll be doing a franchise on the second channel, because even like in Maddens I don't care to play, like 19. I mean, the formula just keeps on working. Nice play. All right, we head to the air, looking for the big conversion here. Odell, and he'll run with it for a bit up to the 40-yard line. We had like two receivers overlapping there. I couldn't even tell who that defender was supposed to cover. A new member, a Jord? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. That feels like I'm saying it wrong. But I appreciate you for becoming a member on the channel. Max Williams on a jet sweep. It's going to work. No way. Up to the 40. 21 yards. Happy birthday, Kane. Watching for 7 years. Found you through Wiza back in college. I'm 26 now. Thanks for the many years of content. Appreciate that. And shout out to Wiza. Yeah. I've been friends with him for such a long time. We go way back here in the YouTube scene. Deep ball. Beckham. What was I thinking? I thought there'd be enough air under it. It looked pretty good to me. Cord with the J. Jord. Appreciate becoming a member. Thank you for that support. Enjoy your vacation, Mega Muffin. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a fun time. Storm, thank you. Mark, you as well. 37, Will. The other thing I wanted to look at this year is I still haven't gotten into college football revamped. And depending on if I can get that running and everything's good to go there, there might be something for me to do on that game in a Dynasty format. And that's all I'm going to say right now. I don't think I'll do another big Kalispell-like Dynasty. I've done 2 big ones now on the game. I think I'm good there. But I do have a couple other ideas. I know UTSA won last night. I think they were playing Utah. Love to see it. Man, this all Madden run defense is brutal. Would love to see you play as a triple option coordinator. I have thought about doing that very thing and running like a really interesting offense like that. I haven't done much with a traditional option. You know, there's like the modern spread option, RPOs, but triple option, running it 55 times a game, like that'd be something really fun to try. Appreciate that, Ricky. No, I saw him there, but I didn't think he would do that. Okay. Hey, a holding. We got a holding on the interception return. How about that? All right. We make a play against Goff. Not quite this time. What have I noticed in gameplay that needs to be really worked on? Well, the big thing right now is the zones. Like, the deep zone coverage is still pretty messed up, and you'll have guys way out of position giving up deep balls, and that's just not going to be fixed by sliders and just not work in general. So there's that. There is one second, trying to get this stop off the hands. Oh, come on! What was that? Fix that. Right off the hands. Come on, man. The zones, though, are the big issue to me. Just a gift. That's such a bad break. Oh. I got some work to do here. No, the games are not giving me an easy time at all. The new momentum feature. I like the idea of momentum being in the game, but I really think the M factors they chose are just not that good. Like, to me, I wanted home field advantage to be like, you know, maybe road teams, especially younger players, have like maybe a little bit less awareness. I'm trying to think about, you know, how do you get them to maybe commit a few more penalties or mental mistakes? And I think just like a universal awareness drop would kind of solve a lot of that. Nice. Like, to me, what do we have here? Home team quarterback immune to pressure. That one maybe isn't too bad. Offensive play art is distorted. That doesn't affect the players. That just affects me. This is 3rd down and 8. Beckham breaks open, makes the catch. We need that. Can't really afford to have more mistakes here in the first half. I got to start getting away from 3rd downs, too, because we're just not playing sustainable football. Oh, it is not a Kane stream without the interceptions. This is how you know it's still my gameplay. Yep, Max Williams inside the 40. We take that. Which team's a good one to do fantasy draft? I mean, if you're doing a fantasy draft, it can be any team. I would go for, like, your favorite uniforms that you want to play with. Maybe if I use check a bit more in this one and a little I-form power, maybe that'll be a little bit easier. Why can't I? I'm trying to pick the play. I appreciate that, B-Ron. How you doing? There we go. Odell inside the 15. We're going to close this gap.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
I wish I could change players from this very menu here. I don't like having to back up to do it. Because then I have to go find the play I originally wanted to call. They look set up pretty well for that, but we'll try it. Mostert. Speed. I don't know. I'm still not used to this play calling, and I feel like it's a step back. But I'm also not used to it, so like I don't have the muscle memory for all the substitutions and things I would normally do. That's Max Williams. He's right at the marker and falls ahead. Should be enough. Since you're 29, you considering retirement? Not yet. I got some stuff to do. How about a little block and release flat there for Max? Yep, he throws the block. Release. All right, you're not releasing. Happy birthday, watching at work. Hopefully you and the missus had a nice relaxing day. Definitely, Gary. Now that the house is coming together and the move is basically done, that's all I want for my birthday, is just to be able to relax again and chill, play some games. Really appreciate that very much. What's one thing you hope the new NCAA game can establish? A good foundation for Dynasty, and one thing like we desperately need in a sports game, and especially a college game, is that college atmosphere. It's one of the most important things I think about, you know, that college experience and making it different than Madden. My worry is that it's just going to be reskinned Madden and feel like Madden with college teams and not have that distinct college feel with all the stadiums, crowds, and I think the audio in this game, by the way, is really bad. Madden's audio, I think, is atrocious. The crowd audio is not very good, and the atmosphere is so dead in Madden. You know, I've definitely thought about things like that, James, and I have done some series too where it's like 0 overall style rebuild and here are the rules for getting better. Definitely toying around with that more than in the past. Let's go. And the thing is too is like, all right, we have Frostbite here. This is a first-person shooter engine. But one thing Battlefield has that Madden doesn't is like really good audio. Like I played a game of Battlefield 5 just today. And you know, when I have my headset on, I think the game sounds really good. The game looks really good. But Madden's audio to me is so weak. Definitely B-Ron. If you want to get like immersed and you have that college game but no college atmosphere, that's a big detractor. And I'm you know, excited to see what they do with the new NCAA game, but being that it was so long ago that we last had one, makes me worry about, you know, Road to Glory coming to it and Dynasty. Like, it cannot be in a worse state than it was 10 years ago. It needs to be better. And my hope is that it is, and that they don't feel the need to just, you know, compete with their own Ultimate Team and have that be the focus. I'm sure there will be an Ultimate Team in it. But man, no one's nostalgic about NCAA because of Ultimate Team. Happy birthday, Kane. Sorry I'm late. Just got back from a Yard Goats game. They won 5-4, making their record 37-69. It was the 5th one I've been to this year. They aren't winning too much. Rockies AA, got to step it up. Appreciate you stopping by, Pee-wee. Yard Goats in my franchise looking pretty nice, though. I'd go to one of their games. When scouting players in franchise, do you like finesse moves or power moves more? To me, I honestly feel like power moves are a little bit better and more reliable. So I really liked going for power rushers lately, but typically I like a finesse rusher on one side and a power rusher on the other. Third interception of the game. Weather in Battlefield looks amazing. Oh, the snow in Madden. Oh my, I just take the snow out. It's embarrassing. The snow in Madden is terrible. That's the worst snow I think I've seen in a video game. I know, I feel like I got like user baited on that play. On that last interception. 9 for 10, Jared Goff. Yeah, I must have messed with the zone there. Yeah, hard flat doesn't match, so the seam from the slot, you need match coverage for that one. 21-10. Not great. Stream can't end till you reach 29 interceptions, so 15 minutes. Oh, I know. That would be incredible if it had dynamic weather in here and maybe a game starts out really rainy and that impacts the field in a certain way. But then throughout the game, maybe it dries up a little bit or the rain gets worse throughout the game. Field degradation. I mean, oh, man. The possibilities. Fitz gets it out there. It's Odell. Still going. Out to the 46.
We got this.
My goal is no more interceptions the rest of the game. I wonder how long that can last. I still have my timeout, so I can afford a couple shorter plays. Fitz doesn't have that speed. I had a nice takeoff lane with anybody else. I want to play a game like the Steelers and Dolphins did in 2007. I don't think I remember that one all that well. Oh boy, Fitz is still on his feet. And that's cut by MVS at the 46. Wow. Kane, have you started regressing? Absolutely. I think the interceptions are going to be even more frequent. I threw that one so late. This all Madden's kind of messing with me. That time, it like ran the play perfectly. But then it's Fitz and his accuracy. Yeah, I am friends with other Madden YouTubers. Gotta give Robert Woods a chance there. Yeah, that thumbnail was kind of fun to put together. Now, you don't suppose that Odell's going to be open here on the deep post, is he? Probably not. Or might have a chance. Beckham, no! Close. Tucker from long range again. Oh, that'd be awesome, Robert. I appreciate the super chat. Would I like to see the show add rehab assignments? Definitely. I think that's important too, to like have, like, it's different for pitchers and getting their pitch count up. And I do think there's something in the game. Like, if a guy has been pitching in the bullpen all year and you make him a starter, I do think that hurts overall stamina. I want to say that's in the game. I could be wrong. But yeah, rehab assignments would make a lot of sense. I don't watch a ton of YouTube content. I watch some. Like, if you're into Pokemon content, I like to watch John Stone on Twitch, and his YouTube videos are pretty cool. A lot of times I'll just go watch like old sports highlights or different retrospectives on different teams and seasons. I do like PFF's podcasts. They have them on YouTube. I like that Franchise Guy's videos a lot. Super informative, by the way. He has an incredible 32 episode series previewing every single team in the league, and each one's like at least 50 minutes long. If you want some content to grind before week 1, check out his channel, his deep dive series. I also like Call Me Kevin's videos. Those are fantastic. I saw Peter Lambert on rehab today. Yeah? Anybody else interesting down at the Yard Goats right now? I know they're losing a bunch, but I can't remember where Zach Veen is right now IRL. What does the show get right that Madden doesn't? Honestly, it's just like the second-to-second, moment-to-moment gameplay. I think that the show has such solid gameplay for like a sim franchise. Ooh. I actually think that feature-wise, the show is pretty weak. I think their trade logic is pretty bad. The scouting is decent. I think their scouting is better than Madden's, but I also think that it's going to be very similar once we see the new September scouting update. But the big thing with the show is just when you sit down to play, you're going to get a fun game of baseball. Like, every time I play the game, I have an awesome time. Oh, Zach Veen's an A-ball. Okay. Hit for the cycle. Call him up. Rockies could use him. Oh, nice play. Love that. Maybe the Rockies don't need him. It's just the Connor Joe show right now. Rocky's super good at home. Off the fake. Yep. Yeah, road to the show definitely seems like it's in a much worse spot. And that's disappointing. Nice. Have I watched the Strong Opinion Sports podcast? Is that the one with K-Spade? Because I've definitely seen that a couple times, if it's the one that K-Spade's a part of. K-Spade's awesome dude, too. Come on. That is a stop. We'll see if we can... Are they going to kick a field goal here? Probably. That's going to be wide right. We'll take it. All right. Keep chipping away here. Yeah, that was fun to put together, B-Ron. Wait, Felix Cates was my 4th round pick? Oh, then I'll just cut him. He didn't do anything in the preseason anyway. I thought I was careful about that, but guess not. My bad. Thank you for letting me know. We are moving the football here. Block and a gain of 5. I notice I have not been patient enough on these runs. I also don't think I've followed my blocks very well, so I'm impatient, not following my blockers. No wonder things aren't working. See? Yeah, I was watching Mills a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about, you know, stop holding the right trigger as you get the ball. Like, and if you want to time up your running back with when your blocks are going to hit, like this here, no right trigger. Boom, right there. If I had the right trigger held down, I'd be there probably too quick. And if I tried to cut to the right, it's going to be a sharper cut. Which I don't want there. I want the quicker cut. I have to slow down and decelerate a bit more. Help me? No! My timing routes have just been atrocious today. On all Madden, I'm always like more hesitant because the game just tends to intercept everything, and so I want to look at everything and see everything open, and by then it's too late. Should be tying the game right now. I'm gonna need to go on that TB12 program now. Getting old. Brady's winning Super Bowls in mid-40s. First down, it's Aaron Jones. I'm on all Madden. I typically don't like all Madden, but wanted to give it a chance. I might play all pro on the next one. We'll see. Appreciate all those birthday wishes that are rolling through still. Thank you guys very much. Do I manually play through practice and franchise, or do you sim them? So now there's not even the option to play them. You just simulate them. And even before, though, I was just simulating.
Come on now, let's go.
Gotta get the ball back again. This is why I don't like all Madden, is stuff like that. Since you are regressing, is Mrs. Kane cutting you? I sure hope not. Oh, no blue shirt today? No, it's like 100 degrees. There we go! Take it away! Kyle Fuller! But I had nowhere to go with it. Alright, I got the ball back. Thank you to my 2014 draft crush, Kyle Fuller, who then went to the Chicago Bears, of course, and was pretty good. Alrighty, we can run the ball and hopefully protect it this time. Are all my clothes blue? No, just like half. It's a little play action bootleg now. Oh, that's gonna have a chance! Oh, not quite. Oh, man. I want to throw one of these timing routes, but I don't know. I knew it. Everything is just covered. Like, the reason why I don't like playing all Madden like this is because I feel like I'm playing against the difficulty and not against players, you know? Everybody's covered. I throw it to a guy who has good positioning, and then he does nothing with it, you know? 5 interceptions today. Let's go. All Madden sucks. I just want to say that. It always has. But those who create slider sets have been able to make it tolerable at times. But all Madden just sucks. If you want a good sim game. I don't like this defensive playbook either. I want to switch out. I'm playing all my defensive ends inside too much. Presley Harvin's a big punter, yeah. My hope this year is that I could find ways to make content without messing with sliders, because honestly, at this point, I'm tired of slider testing and doing all that. The sliders in the game are obviously very buggy, and every time they release an update, it's like, all right, back to square one. Where are you going? Yeah, Armor and Sword usually has some pretty good all-pro sliders. Matt 10 makes his now as well. I might try those sometime. But I just like how on the show, you know, I can plug in Hall of Fame difficulty and just play. Just can't do it on Madden. Not good enough to play all Madden like this. Probably threw away my chance to win this game a couple times here in this half. Yep, that tight end quick out. Open all the time. Well, happy birthday to you, Okan. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're throwing less interceptions than me today. I've thrown 7 today. 5 in this game and 2 in I was playing a little NFL 2K5 earlier. I know, I'm a huge stat guy, and I feel like, you know, I feel like they're going to have more stuff to track. Like, there's some cool next-gen stats in Franchise that just don't work properly. There are a lot of cool things in there, but just one look at them and I can tell you they don't work. Happy birthday, Kane. Hashtag Go Michigan. Any Ohio State fans in the chat have something to say? Appreciate it, Dice. You feeling good about your squad this year? I forget who their quarterback is right now, because I think I saw the other night that they got a new one they're pretty excited about. A lot of new quarterbacks this year in college. I don't think that the Ohio State-Minnesota game really showed off Stroud all that much. I felt like a lot of the throws were just layups. Minnesota gave up way too many big plays. Obviously, DJ struggled last night for Clemson. I didn't see Alabama's quarterback. I don't know much about him. I had tacos last night. I had barbecue the night before. Tonight's pizza, Mike. Appreciate it. An all-time Hurricane playoff. I'd like to find ways to bring all those guys together, as long as it wouldn't take me hours and hours and hours to set up like a one video deal. But I'd love to do more throwback, like with those players and putting them into other games and just finding different ways to have fun like that. Let's go. Henry. We have to go no huddle now. I know Sam Howell had a lot of struggles in his game. I'm starting to use an emulator now, Brian, for PS2 stuff. And I'm like really excited about it. I got a few more games here. So there's still more I need to go find. And top of my list right now is NFL Street, all 3 of them. I know 3 is supposed to like not be as good as the other 2, but I want all of them. I need the NFL Streets. With that, though, I think my collection would be pretty much set for PS2. I found this today. I've never played NFL Blitz 2003, but I will have to check that out. I have no idea if this one's any good, but I saw on the back that you can create players, and it seemed like it might be pretty cool. Picked up Arena Football Road to Glory. I never actually played the sequel. See, like, I can't throw that with better timing. I don't want to play a difficulty. I want to play against players. MVP 2005? I could probably get it. But I picked it up this year already on GameCube, and it's kind of fun, but I like the show more. You just can't throw timing routes on all Madden. It's all got to be stuff like this. Throw it when they're open, throw it where they ain't. I'm not going out of bounds with Henry. Some RPOs here would be a good call. Five interceptions. The worst part about it is I'm not even that surprised. Derrick Henry caps it off. Finally a decent drive for me. That wasn't too bad, but now we got to get the ball back. And I have to get this too. That's such a good concept down there in the red zone. All right, I got to get the ball, got to get a touchdown. Wouldn't have it any other way. Baseball Advanced for GBA. I definitely never played that. Tecmo Bowl and NES? Well, I have Nintendo Online on the Switch, and I can play Tecmo Bowl there. Also, new game that just came out on PC. I think it's called Legend Bowl. Anybody play that? Reviews look good. I think some people are excited about that. I might check it out this week. Exactly. They have to be Madden open. Which is basically college open. Uh-oh. Nice way to get Aaron Jones. The ball in space. He stays on his feet, and he could be off to the races here. And sure enough, he is. I gotta get two now. Doesn't have a franchise mode yet. Down 12 now. I still might like checking it out. All-Pro doesn't have a franchise mode. Can you imagine if All-Pro had like a better creator suite and a franchise mode? All-Pro 2K8. Gotta go fast. Where all the Chargers fans come from. Alrighty. I need this. Gotta have it. So, do it yourself, Ryan. Get ready for one of these. Little quick hitter. Oh. Can I just get a block, man? This is what I'm talking about. I want to play against players, not a difficulty. I've got to score a touchdown, and I don't know if I will. 3 things that MLB has implemented that I wish Madden was able to implement. I mean, the main thing that I think of with the show is just how rock solid I think the gameplay is. Like, I think the franchise features are a little lacking in it. Like, the scouting is better, but we'll see what Madden's is like. I do think that the stat tracking in the show is much more impressive. I do think that the game has better presentation, and they have multiple presentation packages like the MLB Network package, and they do a better job of like showing you stats before games and just showing you, you know, you can see the scores leading up to that series. Their stat score bug will show like how well a player has been hitting in that particular series. I think the game just feeds you information so much better than Madden does. I think that the progression system in MLB is one of my favorites, where it's really performance-based. If you have a great year with the guy hitting home runs against lefties, his ratings will go up more against lefties than they would otherwise. So you're really rewarded very specifically. And in the same way, if you... with a guy, if you're only hitting 115 against lefties and nothing is an extra base hit, yeah, your ratings are going to go down with that guy against left-handed pitching. And I think that dynamic in-season progression is awesome. But I think the show's franchise feature set is honestly lacking, and it hasn't really had much improvement in a long time. It's just that I think the game is so fun to play. 6 interceptions. Yeah, I'm done with all Madden, man. I'm over it. MLB has a waiver system. Madden doesn't have waivers. I also think that the contract demands in MLB are much better. You remember in my series, my Rockies, how Javi only wanted like $8.5 million a year? Because he wasn't coming off a great season. But if you sim that year and Javi hit 40 home runs and hit 270, his contract demand would be different. And also, if you're signing a player for a certain amount of years, their demands will change. So if you sign a guy, you know, for instance, if they are 25 years old and you're trying to sign them to a long-term contract, the longer the contract, the more money per year they're going to want. They're not going to let you just give them some 8-year, $10 million contract. That's completely ridiculous. And that's a really underrated feature, I think, in MLB that I like a lot. The contracts are awesome. I wish the trade logic was awesome, because trading is a very important part of baseball. Yeah, All-Pro feels too easy too, from what I had played the other time. I'll try it on this set. But I think if I continue this on, I'll just use Matt 10's All-Pro sliders. I really want to get away from sliders, but Madden's not letting me. Glad I can help you out with the content, Shane. Happy Regression Day, dude. Yes. Compensatory picks, waiver wire, supplemental drafts, the new practice squads. Like, now in the NFL, practice squads are 16 players, and 6 of those slots are for vested veterans. So like the Vikings, you know, Amir Abdullah is on their practice squad. Amir Abdullah was drafted like 6 years ago. No more Dan Campbell playbook, too. I'm sick of this 3-3-5 playing defensive ends inside garbage defense. Thank you, Matthew. I can't trust 3-4 playbooks. I'll go Frank Reich. 17 if you have an international player. That's correct. Only a few teams do. Whoops, not play the moments. Another thing that, you know, I get that Madden has progressive fatigue, but MLB's system is still so much better. But the thing is I think that Madden needs that more than MLB needs it. It needs to be strong in this game. All right, so I threw 6 interceptions today in that game. Joseph, congratulations. Love to hear it. Hope y'all enjoy the long weekend together. Am I more Madden or MLB? Definitely skewing a lot more MLB these days. It's just a better game, man. I want to play the best game. And there are things that Madden does better, but there are things that Madden is also doing worse right now. Like, the game is super buggy, zones are busted. That last game, I didn't notice the zones being as bad, so I'm not sure if this patch addressed that. I thought I had read that zones weren't completely fixed, but, you know, the game still needs so much more. All right, let's play again. More foosball action. Out of the Park 22 right now. I really got to check out the next Out of the Park game because I think that I'd really enjoy it. I'm playing against Kyler. You know, the first time I had played All-Pro in this series, I thought it was pretty fun. The second time, though, it felt a lot easier. I just want the players to matter more than me. That's all I'm asking here. Nowhere to go, Melvin Gordon. Appreciate it, JT. How are the Raiders doing? Right now in this, we're on a little losing streak now because I've been playing on all Madden and getting smoked. Threw 6 interceptions in my last game. So we're back on All Pro. I just think it'll be a lot more fun as that's overthrown. Haven't seen an overthrown pass in those all Madden games. In my last game I was playing, tight ends did get a lot of the targets because those little 5-yard stick routes were open every time. That's pretty bad. Yeah, these all Madden games are not good for my touchdown interception ratio. Oh my goodness. Jonathan Allen. We're not on all Madden anymore. You can actually be impressed with some of this because it's the true ratings. Wow. Good get off. Oh, we're trying to, you know, zone block to the left here and it just ain't working. I think that's my goal now, to avoid 20 interceptions with Fitz. I don't like my chances. And now Of course, they made the season longer, so me having single-digit INTs, good luck. All right, Fitz. Nice little sequence there for Chicago. I think one of the things with the, appreciated the mod, thank you. But one of the things with a CPU quarterback is, like, if that safe short throw is there quickly, they usually tend to take it. Even if, like, the play design suggests, like, you're supposed to be looking to go deeper, they love the safe completion, and that's Melvin Gordon III with a nice run down the left side. MLB has a better morale system. Yes, they do. They definitely do. Although I haven't really seen the morale play much of an effect this year, so I don't know. Morale in 22 doesn't seem to be a huge feature. Or 21 for MLB. Yeah, we could learn a lot from the CPU passing game. Although last episode I tried to take some of those short throws and they were not safe. Wow, what a play by Murray! What quarterbacks did I face on all Madden, by the way? Because I feel like they weren't doing a lot of running around. I think I played Jordan Love and I can't remember what he was doing. Kyler going down. It's Chase Young. Loss of 8. Thank you, Nico. That's Gordon trying the right side. Jared Goff. Yeah, I did play Jared Goff, and I'm not expecting him to do a lot of scrambling. But also on all Madden, it's a little more difficult to create pressure. All right. Hopefully my Texans tank this year. Oh, I think they are perfectly set up to win as few games as possible. What I'm wondering is if, you know, the Texans signed a lot of veterans this year. And I wonder, we already saw them trade away. Who was the veteran they just traded? I want to say it was a defensive player. Was it Shaq Lawson? But I think that there are a lot of veterans that they could look to move at some point and just bolster their draft situation for this year. Thank you, Matt. There we go. We're getting outside. Like, setting the edge on All Pro is a lot easier than I think it should be. So, like, stretches tend to be pretty good. They did trade Randall Cobb, although that was, like, by Aaron Rodgers' request. Thank you, Peyton. September is the best month for a birthday. Kind of the end of summer, beginning of fall vibes. Like, you can still go to a lake and then go home and watch Halloween movies and nobody will judge you. That's true. But for the longest time, I didn't like my birthday because it was back to school. Multiple times, my birthday was the first day of school. But it's back to school. It is football season, which is nice. And, like, you know, in the Twin Cities area, as soon as Labor Day hits, the weather without fail every year, it turns the fall real quick. And I like heat. You know, that's why I moved to Texas. And now my birthday is like 100 degrees. And I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted. Oh, no, no, no. December birthday here. No one remembers mine because Christmas. Yeah, and then, you know, this is your birthday and your Christmas gift. You got to deal with that. I think All Pro just got a little bit tougher for us. That was not a good sign. We're trying to get vertical. We'll go to D-Jax in the end zone. It's broken up. Quad strain. That's only 1 week. Like, end of game. MLB has better injury variety. We need you back, Odell. We need you. Although, I should just use Robert Woods now like Odell. My birthday's at the end of the month, and it's elite birthday season. Football, preseason hockey, start of baseball playoffs. Yeah, that's not bad. I've come to appreciate fall a bit more in recent years, and it's easier now knowing that I don't have to worry about potential snow on Halloween. That happened a couple years ago. Back when I was, before I moved to Texas. Not a lot of snow, but it was cold enough to snow. And it did a bit. Yeah, Georgia's defense looked pretty nasty last night. I think they were talking about that linebacker of theirs who's, oh man, what'd they say he does? His schooling sounded super interesting. I want to say, like, engineering or something like that. Ooh. Is he a prospect? I don't know much about college players. I'm trying to get more into it this year, so I'm learning. I think I know more about the XFL. We had that when I was a kid, a full 3 inches of snow in Buffalo on Halloween. Yeah, I forget what year it was. It might have been the year before I was born, but in the Twin Cities there was a Halloween blizzard one year. I think Buffalo and the Twin Cities have very similar. Well, Buffalo I think gets more snow. I think y'all get more snow and Twin Cities gets more cold. The quick hitter is good for a few. Yeah, some people can't stand the heat. Some people can't stand the cold. I feel like more people, you know, despise the heat. But I like it. You know, I don't know about Brady's retirement because every year we're closer, but it just doesn't feel like it. And if you just say, like, every year he's going to retire after this one, that's being wrong a lot. Yeah, lake effect snow. That's not fun time. Like moving wet concrete. That's a perfect way to put it. Wet snow is the absolute worst. It's so heavy. That's the one time where I'd actually wish it was colder. You don't want wet snow. You don't want to shovel when it's like 32 degrees out. Just warm enough or like in the high 30s. That's the disgusting snow that just combines with the dirt. Yeah, if I'm shoveling, I'd rather it stay in the 20s. Because then it at least stays powder. And after about 20 minutes, I'm warm enough just from the workout that is shoveling snow. The problem is, Chris, is that's a hard climate to find in the States. 60 to 75 degrees all year. Where can you get that? Like, this is not the right country for that climate. I suppose, like San Diego is as close as you're gonna get. Southern California. Close to the coast. Go. No, don't. Well, Florida's going to be a lot warmer, and it's going to be a more humid climate. Oh boy, that's a pretty good punt. San Diego definitely has the goat weather. The Chargers should go back to San Diego, man. All right, 2nd down and 6. Boom. See, I couldn't throw any of those like tight throws to Max on all Madden because he's just too slow. The CPU is so easy, able to get better leverage and everything. But okay, so for those of you that like the cold climate, like you'll hear me talk about, you know, oh, San Diego's got the best weather. I like how hot it is in Texas. But what's like the dream location for a colder climate? Because it definitely ain't Minnesota. Come on, man. Like I'd be like, if you want cold but not like too cold, is Denver like the cold utopia? Kalispell up in Montana. Yeah, if you like the outdoors, I'm not sure there's a better state for you than Montana with all the national parks and all the scenery. I want to hit MVS here. Couldn't quite get it there. Cold and wet or cold and dry? Probably cold and dry would be ideal, right? South Dakota weather. New England, Maine. Yeah, yeah. I gotta say, the defense here has made it tough on me today. Pretty fun. I'm also just not playing that well. You know, I kind of wish his punting meter wasn't this slow. I can handle the speed. I haven't tried Matt 10 sliders, but I've played on his sliders in past games, and I don't doubt that they're great, and I think in the next stream, I would look to play with them. I think of all the states I haven't been to, Montana would probably be like #1 that I would like to go to, because I've never been anywhere with that kind of scenery and the mountains like that. Nice play. I've flown over them, but I've never actually like seen them in person. And checking out all the parks would be really fun. So like my best dynasty and my #1 destination that I haven't been to before is Kalispell, I guess. Glacier National Park is like 30-40 minutes away, I think. Yeah, I've been to some NFL games, but it's honestly been a long time now for me. And I don't live super close. Like, I live close enough to go, but not close enough to go conveniently. Yeah, Wyoming. Both of them. I don't know if any of you play like Pokemon Go or watch Pokemon Go YouTube, but there's a YouTuber named Trainer Tips, and I love his videos where he takes he goes camping out in areas like that, and I've watched him go to Kalispell and check out Glacier National Park, and it looks so cool. And I got a friend who went to Glacier in the past year, so one of these years I need to do it myself. See, I shouldn't have swam inside there. Jake, thank you. Appreciate it very much. Thank you for the super chat. Still here, Kane, just lurking? I'm the same way, B-Ron. When I'm watching people, you know, I like to be active in the chat, but at some point I do need to check out a little bit and just go back to lurking. Literally out on a pogo walk right now. Yeah, that's a fun game. I haven't played it a lot in a while, but I had a lot of good times on that game. Best running back for the Vikings of all time? It's got to be AP. I haven't watched enough Chuck Foreman. When I first got into football, they had a pretty good running back too, and Robert Smith. Don't think he was on AP's level, but he was real good. MVS! Oh, I thought he had it. Yeah, I had faith. You're waiting for the drop. I'm waiting for the catch. I thought he had it. Did I do EV Community Day? Yes. Yep, I did do that one. And it's funny you bring that up. Obviously, a lot of EV evolutions. Oh my, Derrick Henry! Jake. My wife got me this for my birthday. Shiny Umbreon. Japanese plush. That is the coolest thing ever. Fix it later. That's my favorite shiny. Dalvin would have to do what he does for a while to pass Adrian. I still would take Adrian's peak over Dalvin's peak, although Dalvin fits this era better than Adrian does. Much better. I am now 29, so technically now I'm turning 30. That's fun. I got a whole year though. They dropped an event today that lets you catch Hoopa? Ooh. Oh, so that's like when they did the Celebi and a couple of the other mythical ones, because what I really like about Go now is that it's linked with Pokemon Home, so it's easier to finish your collection now and transfer. And, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that I just don't know how I'd ever get without buying more games or playing Go and transferring it that way. And the other, like, a couple months ago, I was going to play... I wanted to go back to Gen 3, and like my Omega Ruby is, you know, I beat that game. I'm deep into it. I've caught a bunch of legendaries, so I didn't want to start over. But I had Alpha Sapphire as well. But that game just happens to be from a batch from a few years ago. I think there are a bunch of copies of that game and Persona Q on 3DS that just like died after a few years, and my Sapphire don't work. Just does not get recognized at all by the 3DS. And I really wanted to play that one. I didn't want to restart Omega Ruby because I wanted the Lotad, and that's a Sapphire exclusive. Kyler, what a laser. Wow. Kyler again. I don't think we were set properly there. I don't know if Megatron was unanimous, but it wouldn't shock me. I mean, he made it in on first ballot after a short career compared to most. Definitely think he deserved to be in, but I don't remember if he was unanimous. The only thing I didn't like about Oras, Jake, is what they did to Mauville. I like the old classic Mauville a bit. Maybe I'll have to play it again. It's been like 5 years now. I'm gonna call timeout. Alright, so we got Notre Dame. Wait. Okay, for some reason out of the corner of my eye, I saw the camera change, and I thought they maybe did a fake. I'm looking for the football games tonight. Notre Dame, Florida State, Louisville, and Ole Miss. Sweet. I might just let this run to half. The flying on Latios and Latias was really cool. I forgot about that till you brought it up. It's going to be like a pass interference, isn't it? Or an illegal block. My birthday gift is getting from the 4 to the 42 on a screen pass. Let's go. The half ain't over. Deep ball. It's Jackson inside the 15. Let's go. This just got interesting. Complete again here. Jackson takes it to the 4. I'll burn the last time out. Thank you very much, B-Ron. Glad you could stop by and hang out for a bit. Having Chinese food? Love to hear it. What do you got? Oh. Right over his head. Touchdown, Max with 2 X's. Williams. Yeah, I'm going to try some All-Pro sliders on the next one. Like, the game is easier, obviously, on All-Pro. It's an easier difficulty. But it's just a better game of football, too. Tighten some things up. Just play some All-Pro. That's what I want to do. I actually just sold all my Pokemon games to get a 3080 Ti, and all this Pokemon talk has me sad. Still have Switch versions, which is what I played 99% of the time anyway, though. And there's going to be a lot more remakes. I mean, you got Gen 1 remakes with Let's Go. You're going to have Gen 4 soon. I would be shocked if there isn't another Let's Go game in the works. Gen 2 Let's Go with little Cyndaquil behind you would be pretty sweet. Mystery Dungeon's a good game. And that's like a Gen 3. It's not a main series game, but there's still good ways to enjoy Pokemon on Switch if it's all you got. Oh, you got, no. Why don't they have GBA Virtual Console stuff on, Switch yet? Like Crystal and Gold, Silver. Yeah, there's also emulators, too. Well, is your nephew enjoying the game? I know when I was young, I didn't think about the problems games had too much. I wonder what, like, 9-year-old me would think of this game. Probably love it. Intercepted Marcus Peters. We know what he does with the football. House call. Oh, but it's Murray giving chase and making the play. 9 seconds, no timeouts. Conventional wisdom says to just take the cheap field goal here and don't get greedy. But it's my birthday. We're doing what I want to do. MVS back in the end zone. Touchdown. And the Raiders have extended their lead. And I still would have had time for the field goal if that failed. I didn't know they celebrated at times in the crowd in this game. This is actually really cool. A little Lambeau leap there for MVS. The Allegiant Ascent. I don't know what you call the leap here. So I don't have a traditional fantasy football team this year. I've just been knocking out best balls here and there. So I don't have like a singular team. But I do have a lot of guys that I'm drafting often in those best balls. What's for B-Day dinner? Pizza. Haven't had a nice pizza in a little while. I'm really confused. I'm curious about that, Patrick. Did that trigger because in the game he's usually a Packer and that would have been a Lambeau leap? Or is that a thing I can do more? Next touchdown, I have to try that again. What kind of pizza do you get? I like pepperoni sausage. Green peppers, too. I don't know why I picked defend inside run. They ain't going to be doing that. They serve pizza at a wedding. Well, yeah, if it was catered, I'm sure it was really good. Oh, it's Cordero Patterson. Oh, don't ruin my fun. Best kick returner of all time. So, what I did was a team celebration with MVS. I believe it was team. Nate, thank you. I pick at 8 in my fantasy draft, and it's a snake. What would your ideal situation be? I'm hoping to get Saquon, Eckler, Henry. I wouldn't bank on Henry being there, but both Saquon and Eckler should. So you got a really cool spot. I love picking late in the first. I'd rather pick 8th than 5th because I like the quick turnaround. You should be able to get, you know, your ideal RB1 there. Like, Eckler's probably a safe bet. I'm not sure what the guys top around 2, you know. The Joe Mixons of the world. I'm just nervous about the Bengals offense. I'd much rather have Eckler because I think that offense is going to be a lot better. And he catches the ball so much. And that's valuable depending on your format. But then top of the second, that's a good time too to get your number 1 receiver. I mean, both the Titans' top receivers are there in that range. You could possibly get Tyreek with your first pick. I don't know about Devontae Adams. Yeah, 8 is a really good place to start. Okay. Hester is the best punt returner of all time. He actually doesn't have that many kick return touchdowns. That's what Cordero's been great at. I think he has the most, or he's tied for the most in NFL history. And I think number 1 is who, like Josh Cribbs? Most kick return touchdowns all time. Josh Cribbs, Cordero Patterson, and Leon Washington have 8. Devin Hester does have 5. Like, you can make the argument that Hester is the best overall returner of all time, and I won't argue. But specifically at kick returner, I'm going to go with Cordero. His field vision on kick returns is just so good. That's why he's playing running back now. He has great vision. But punt return touchdowns, Hester has 14. Number 2 is Eric Metcalf, who has 10. Active leader, I'm not even sure if he's on a team. It'd be Marcus Sherrills, who has 5 punt return touchdowns in his career. Like, Hester, that's 19 combined, which might be a record. I don't know anybody who would have, yeah. So, Devin Hester has double the punt return touchdowns over everybody in NFL history except for 5 players. That's how good he is at punt return, getting punt return touchdowns. And Hester should 100% be a Hall of Famer. If he isn't, then returners can't get in. Which ain't cool. Appreciate it, James. Dante Hall. Dante Hall was so fun to watch, but his his peak was short is the only issue. Dante Hall suffered a really bad knee injury, I believe it was, and he didn't come back as the human joystick. The quick answer for Chicago. Dante Hall has 6 career punt return touchdowns, 6 career kick return touchdowns. 12 is solid. But Dante Hall only played 9 years. And his prime was just a little short. You know, this is a weird bug too for this. Why don't I get kick return middle here? This has been in the game forever. Happy birthday, old man. Thank you, the prayer. Kane, happy birthday. Been hooked on your vids and a fan ever since Nodis fan featured you on his channel way back when. Carlos, that is ages ago. Nodis fan. Definitely helped me out a ton in the beginning, for sure. Not as Fan helped a lot of creators in the beginning. Because he was kind of the first big sports gaming creator on YouTube. I think he's really the first. Yeah, SGU, Sports Gaming Universe. And actually, when I had met him, he was already SGU, so not as Fan's a big throwback. He was another big sports creator, you know, like 10 years ago and a few years after that. You know, played all the sports games and made all kinds of series. He had so many series going at once. He didn't know when to stop adding them. I don't talk to Wiza a lot. I know we tweeted back and forth a little bit a couple weeks ago. I haven't spoken to him in a little while. I love talking to Wiza though. He's fun to talk to. That's Gordon up to the 35. I might have you and Swami confused. We're both friends with Wiza. I talk to Swami a bit here and there. He's a busy man. That's complete, and it's a first down, most likely.
We play to win. Let's go.
Yeah, that was probably Swami you're thinking of. I haven't done much with the Colts. I had Matt Pierre there for a minute. Gordon lost his balance there. Yeah, we're going to toy around with Matt 10s next time. I'm excited to check those out. I think regardless, I just want to stay away from all Madden. Let's go to the broadcast angle for a play. Nice catch by Gordon. It's a first down. Daniel, thank you for the 20. Happy birthday, Kane. Your videos have helped me get through some tough times in life, and I love all your series, even if you hate my Packers. Very much appreciate that, Daniel. Glad to help you out. It's amazing what the right content can help you out with. I think a lot of us have been there before. And yeah, I'm not too fond of your football team, man. My whole life they've been good, other than like 1 year. So, can we just get a break already? Appreciate it, Matthew. How many fantasy leagues are you in this year? Well, I'm only doing best ball this year, just easier. I think I've done 4 or 5. I'm going to do at least 20. Gordon again. Appreciate it, Fantasy Hawkeye. Saw your Hawkeyes picked up that win yesterday. Looked like they're pretty dominant. Adam, thank you for the super chat. Happy birthday, Kane. Man, we're getting old. When I started watching your channel, you barely graduated high school. Yup. Madden 12. Well, Madden 11 is really when it started, but that was just getting me ready for Madden 12 in real series. Wow, would have been Gordon again, but it was a bad throw. What is my professional opinion on the Steelers' 3 wide receivers in regular PPR fantasy? Honestly, I've kind of felt like Deontay is a little overpriced in fantasy because my expectation of that offense is, you know, a lot of quick underneath passes, a lot of targets to get the ball to, and they're going to run the football a lot, and I'm not sure how good Ben is going to be. And none of that, to me, adds up to any of those receivers being, like, top 15 options. I feel like Deontay's going too early, Juju's going too early. If you're going to take any of them early, take Claypool, because he's going to have the big weeks. Like, I just think for what Deontay Johnson's going to give you, which is like 7 catches, 80 yards, I just think he's going too early. If I'm taking a receiver early, they need big play upside. And that is my... I'm not a professional fantasy player. So I can't say that's my professional opinion. But it's the best I can do. As of right now, I don't have any Steelers receivers in any drafts. And I don't have any of Harris yet. Not that I don't like him. I just haven't been in position to get him at a spot I felt was appropriate. And I have no Ben. So I have no Steelers in fantasy. I might snag Freiermuth in a few late ones, because I think he could be legit. New scouting update is not out yet, Tay. They haven't announced either.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Why don't we show Raheem Mostert a little love? I love Raheem Mostert. And I think he's a guy, speaking of fantasy, I honestly think Mostert's a bit too cheap. I think that you can get him, you know, a lot of times, I think 5th, 6th round. And like him staying healthy is always the main concern. But his home run hitting ability is so good. And if they have Trey Lance playing at some point this year, I think that's going to be a big boost for Mostert, the way defenses are going to have to respect Lance and the misdirection. And they showed it off already in that 3rd preseason game. By the way, I know I talked in the last stream about how I hadn't been able to watch any preseason. I have watched every quarterback's snaps. Not their handoffs, because I don't care about that. But I watched all their throws in the preseason. All 5 first rounders. And I came away impressed with literally all 5. I don't really have a great, like, hard opinion here, like, no takes. It's just I thought they all 5 looked good. I thought that, you know, Trey Lance made the most mistakes, but the talent is easy to see there. That throw he ripped down the field to Trent Sherfield. Fields looked pretty good. But I felt like a lot of the Bears preseason with him was backyard football. Like, so much of it felt just off script. And he's really good at that. We now know that. But I'd like to see a bit more structure. I'm not sure the offensive line is going to allow for a lot of structure in Chicago. Zach Wilson's the one I thought I wanted to see more of, because his play was really impressive, but out of the 5 rookie first rounders, I think he threw the least amount of passes. Oh boy, I meant to hand that off. Trevor Lawrence, to me, looked the most advanced. I mean, like, in his first preseason game, he was throwing comeback routes right on time, right on target to Robert Woods. So, you know, Trevor Lawrence was Trevor Lawrence. I don't think there was any surprise there. And Mac Jones looks super smooth. I thought he showed really good touch on his passes. Really quick release, too. I like that. He looks ready to play. So, really, all 5 of the rookie first rounders, to me, really good showings. I don't think a single one threw interception either. Washington got upset by the Grizzlies. Man, college football upset season is back. I love it. I missed that. Robert Woods in fantasy? I love him. I love Woods and Stafford and Kupp. I'm hoping that in a few drafts I can get all 3 of them. Did I say Robert Woods? Oh, yeah, Marvin Jones. That's not even close. That's part of the regression. Whoops. Whoa, Barr beat by 7 yards. Very much enjoying going 2 running backs and maybe even a tight end before my first receiver. Running back is so shallow while receiver and quarterback are deep. Depending on where your first pick is, if you can get a good one too, I agree. Like, if you're late first round and you can, you know, get like Eckler and Mixon or something like that, or Eckler and Saquon, because Saquon, no one wants to touch him in the first round. That makes sense. If you are in position to take CMC, Cook, or Kamara, I don't think you can follow that pick up with a running back, because I think that next tier, once you're past early second round and you're looking at like Chris Carson and DeAndre Swift, like you can't make that guy your second pick. You need to take a receiver at that point. My favorite way to draft is to get your bell cow right away. You know, I've been taking Derrick Henry in half my drafts just because I'm in good position to get him. And I'll take my running back and then like 5 straight pass catchers. And then I'm just jamming in running backs that I like. That's for best ball. That's the best ball strategy. Yeah, Robinson's a lot more interesting now. I wouldn't say you can count on his role being the same as last year, because you know Urban Meyer is going to be weird and Carlos Hyde is going to have a role. It's just a matter of how much of a role. I think James Robinson's better and should play a lot, because James Robinson's a good player. But I know Urban Meyer is going to be giving Carlos Hyde carries. Maybe throwing the ball to him. Woo! Wow, that was pretty slick. How about the timing on that? I am impressed. Look at when Kyler throws this ball. He's animating to throw right there. That is such a pretty play. What hash were they on? Wow, on the near hash too. They couldn't have done that more perfectly. That was impressive. Javonte, ooh, my favorite mid-round running back, like round 6 territory. Javonte Williams. What I've seen from him from the preseason, he's gonna start, and it's not gonna take long. I think Javonte by trade deadline, his backfield, and Melvin Gordon's on every, you know. Here are 5 players your favorite team might trade for at the trade deadline. Melvin Gordon's going to be on those. Look, you're a little old to be dressing like a pirate. That's all I'm going to say. It's time to grow up. Yeah, is UCLA actually that good? They beat LSU. I don't know anything about college football, but in general, that's a game I'd expect LSU to just roll them, you know? You know, Sam, I wanted them. I thought it would have been smart too if they had another running back. Who did they even get as a rookie? I can't. There was a guy. Javian Hawkins or something? Is that a player? Yeah. But they cut him. He was just a UDFA. But I don't think they added anybody else. They got Mike Davis and they said, we're done. As an LSU fan, we're really bad. That's okay. You'll enjoy the Burrow run for a little bit. If they're bad this year, is Coach O on a hot seat? Is college football, you know, would they be that quick to dump him? Oh yeah, I love Aaron Jones in fantasy, and I really think, people have overrated A.J. Dillon's role in the offense. Like, he could have some value in fantasy, but I really think it's going to be Aaron Jones, and that's it. I get to draft one defensive player in my league. Ooh. Now, I've never really done defensive player fantasy stuff. Who are, like, I'm guessing you're awarded the most for sacks and picks. Maybe tackles? How does IDP scoring work? I've never even played it, but it sounds like fun. No. I am blowing this lead. Linebackers and safeties are king. Is Harrison Smith a good IDP player? Because he gets all of it. But I'm not sure if he gets enough of it. Between tackles, picks, and sacks. Forced fumbles. And the occasional ejection. Oh no. Linebackers are the best. Eric Kendricks. Jamal Adams. Levante David. I think I'll be playing a lot more of those older games, RJ. I've had the emulator working this week, so you're not even going to have to watch them in that old 480p gameplay. I've been playing them in 4K on my PC. And it's just amazing. Like, obviously, the texture quality doesn't look as good as a modern game, and you wouldn't confuse it for a modern game. But it's so much smoother. Text is easier to read. You're in widescreen. And it just looks so much better. How'd you like that franchise guy having the Packers second? I haven't watched that one to get the reasoning. I think I disagree, because I think the Chiefs had a good offseason. I would have to have the Chiefs ahead of them. But I'm sure he has good reasons. Oh, Marcus Peters. He's done it again. Spin move. There you go. Wearing 24. Charles Woodson gave it to him. Better defense, less extreme weaknesses. Yeah, I think, you know, offensively, it's hard to give either the edge, but the Packers losing Corey Linsley and the Chiefs upgrading their line. I mean, to me, it's either a wash or slight edge to KC. defensively, I think talent-wise on defense is kind of hard to split the difference there. But I just think that the Spagnuolo defense and who they have, like, it works pretty well at a lot of things. Not to mention, it also just complements their offense so well. You know, if you're a high-scoring, high-flying offense, the right defense to have is an aggressive one. Like, Spags is a terrible defensive coordinator if you're the Texans. But if you have a good offense like KC, yeah, him blitzing all the time and having everybody just play, like, all-out aggressive, you can live with the mistakes because you're putting up 30 points a game on offense. You just got to rack up your sacks and turnovers. He said Chiefs have stars and scrubs on defense. That's fair. It honestly is fair. And I'm guessing his scoring system did not have the Chiefs behind Green Bay by much at all. Can I protect the lead for 30 seconds?
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Kyler Murray, everybody. Trying to pull off something heroic. No timeouts. Came down the decimals, yeah. This is Kyler. He's going to run with it. And not use the sideline, even though he should have. That would save, you know, 15, 16, 17 seconds. This is it, Kyler. Kyler. Oh, no. Definitely botched that. I appreciate all the birthday wishes that continue to roll in. Thank you all. It's been a great birthday. Had a fun stream. I think the next one definitely get some all-pro sliders on here and get the gameplay a little just a little more optimized for all-pro. But all-pro to me is just more fun, and not just because I won. It's just a better game of football. Kyler's gameplay was more fun to go against. I was 11 for 23. I am terrible. But the running game is definitely always skewed towards the user on All-Pro. Yeah, here. I always look at the CPU and where the ball goes to. And usually something's a little bit off if it's like this much for running back and tight end. How much did I lose Odell for now? Let me get somebody in a thumbnail for next stream. Can I get Marcus Peters? Yep. I think we can work with that. Let me just turn my cam off for this. All right. Yeah, it was very much check down city here for Kyler. I really let them get back in the game good, though. I had a kick return touchdown in the second half, and then I didn't move the ball. Happy birthday one last time. ETA on next Rocky streamer episode. So Tuesday's a safe bet. I need to get to Rockies. There's only been like 2 episodes in the last like 2-3 weeks. Not enough. And even with football season being here, I want the Rockies to be a big part of the channel and the main series that I'm working on. So we're going to have some Rockies coming up. Maybe we need to have like a Rockies week here and just get a ton of it out. Or I thought about doing NBA 2K22 next gen franchise CPU. I don't know yet about this year, but I think my next 2K trial is going to be CPU. We'll see. I'm trying to settle into everything right now. All right, we got our receivers back. Next time Odell's fine. I think Rocky's franchise is has a chance to go down as one of my best series. I really think that I figured out a lot of things that work well in that format. So I appreciate all the kind words, everybody, all the birthday wishes, all the super chats, new members, and just a fun couple hours of hanging out today. Really appreciate it. Thank you for all you've done for me over these past 10 years, and just want to keep hopefully putting on a show for you and having some fun and giving you something nice to have on in the background or whatever it is you like having my content for. Appreciate it, everybody. I will catch you all. Have some content tomorrow. I'm going to work on Rockies, but I'm not sure how quickly I'll get the video done. I'm going to say probably Tuesday at the latest. Have a great rest of your Sunday. I'm going to go eat some pizza. Good night.